Well, hola, everybody. Hey, Brian Deckard here from Deckard and Company. And so today was a last minute. I got to go live because I wanted to give this new platform that I found a test. So today is this is just a test to see how this thing does. And what am I talking about? So this new platform that I'm talking about, and let's take a look at it right here. It's called EVMUX, EVMUX. So, one thing that I've always been wanting to do when it comes to my live streams is that I want to be able to interact with anybody that would possibly be in the stream, watching it, asking a question, or maybe they have some insight into what we're talking about, some knowledge, that kind of stuff, and they would be able to pop in here and ask, and then I can pull that comment into the stream. Now, my normal platform that I was using was called Prism Live Studio, which is very, very good. I love the platform. It just works. It just works. But just the comment thing just drove me completely bonkers. Now, the workaround with that was quite simply you could pull in a chat window. So it basically just pulls in all the chats into one little scrolling window, but the problem with that is you couldn't concentrate on one comment, you know, so like if somebody had a question, like I had a question not too long ago about the copyright date in a footer. And I couldn't concentrate on her question because it already scrolled by, right? Yeah. So that's really what this is all about, is just quite simply this, is I wanted to do a quick test on this platform to see how it looks, how it sounds, all that good stuff, to make sure that it's going to be something that I might want to use for my future live streams. Like I said, just quite simply because I'm really going to be starting more and more live streams. And we're just going to, I want my goal is to get on here and just shoot to poop about whatever, marketing related. Here, what I've decided to do is concentrate more in the umbrella of marketing, digital wise, but also, the old print style stuff, whatever works. Yeah, that's kind of what my videos are going to be about. Is we're going to look at marketing as a whole and talk about it. And of course, I'm going to bring in, I'm a designer developer, so I am going to bring in some knowledge base as far as WordPress. I use pretty extensively, exclusively, I should say, the Elementor Pro plugin, and that's pretty cool. That's just the platform that I like. But of course, we'll talk about other page builders as well: Divi Builder, Thrive, Bricks. I mean, you name it, we'll talk about it. But I want to be able to show, some simple stuff for that small business owner out there who can't afford a professional designer or developer. But there's some things that you can do on your own that's going to bring your website up to where it should be. And I think that's pretty cool stuff. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. Like I said, this is just a test. And one thing is that this right here, which is I forgot to do, right? Yeah. So if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to our channel. You're helping a small business out. Like our videos, because we need you to like those suckers too. That way, our videos get out to the great unwashed. Yes, I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, so we're just simply trying to grow our YouTube channel like everybody else, and it's pretty fun stuff. So it looks like my stream is going pretty good. You know, like I said, this is just a test to make sure this is going to work, because I've already given it a couple of tests. And not going to lie, the first test was a huge disappointment because it froze. Oh, and that was pretty irritating. But of course, I did that on an unlisted, because yeah, but I've tested it several other times, and so far it's been pretty decent, So, all right. So, real quickly, my setup here that I'm using now is the platform here, which is web-based. And let's take a look here. So here it is. It is web-based, so it's browser-based. So you don't have to download it onto your computer. It's browser-based, and it seems to just work really well. I think there's definitely some bugs. It has some hiccups here and there, but overall, it seems to be pretty darn good. But here's the thing. So let's go into the pricing here real quick. So the nice thing here is they do have a free plan, but you'll get that watermark and all that stuff that they all do. It's, it is what it is. But the cool thing, the free plan, if you don't mind their watermark logo up in the top right corner is where they put it. You can still, right here, throw your video out there in 1080p. That's pretty good for someone for free, right? But what I ended up doing is I kind of came up here into this basic area because I wanted to see how well it does before I venture into the higher one, here in the Pro. So we'll see. What I do like about this is it'll give me multiple cameras, so I can do a multiple camera shoot and stuff like that. I think that's pretty neat. But it also is going to bring up my audio to a higher quality. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, kind of like it. I mean, it's definitely pretty cool. Like I said, though, it definitely has its hiccups here and there. So I'm hoping that this live stream comes out pretty decent and looks pretty good. So we'll see. And like I said, this was last minute, so I wasn't able to throw it out there to have really anybody in here right now. But here, we're just going to do all right. So here I'm going to do a testing the chat out and all that stuff. And of course, we have to put an emoji in there. Got to have an emoji. Yeah, it just wouldn't be right without an emoji. Let's use that one. All right, here we go. And then what this is going to do is it'll pop that sucker up into my comments tab, and then I can say, oh, hey, check this out right here. Right? So this is what I wanted right here. This is what I wanted. I wanted to be able to, if someone asks a question, or like I said, they have something to add to whatever it is we're presenting, whatever the topic is, because they might have a different opinion. And hey, that's cool. That is cool. That's what these are about. And I'll pull it up and we can discuss what their question or comment is, because more than likely, it may help whoever is either watching the live stream or will watch this live stream later down the road, as a recording, which is pretty awesome. And that's the whole idea for me when it comes to these live streams, is creating valuable content for my viewers that they can come back to later and get the information they need. Right? That should be I think that should be the goal of every creator out there, in my opinion, when it comes to this kind of stuff, right? I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, so like I said, I'm looking at the stream over here, and it does look like it's working pretty good. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So, all right. Well, let's take a look at our website really quickly here, um, just to be able to bring it into the stream. So right here it is. So like I said, we're Deckard and Company. We are a local boutique marketing agency located in Bradenton, Florida. So that's on the Gulf Coast, just south of Tampa. Of course, we service nationally, but one thing that we really harp on a lot is the fact that we don't outsource. And I don't like outsourcers because, well, if you can't do the work, don't advertise that you can do the work because you can't. And if you're outsourcing, that just, it's terrible. It's terrible. And it's pretty funny around here. I see a lot of so-called agencies around us. And of course, I'll never name drop or anything like that. But gosh, they outsource. They outsource. And you look at their team and you look at them and go, they're so full of crap. And here's why I know this is because I usually get a client coming from so said agency. And they're like, yeah, they were working with whatever white label because they figure it out. They figure out what's happened to them. And they've had enough. They've simply had enough. And they come crawling to me going, can you please help me because I'm done with these people. And of course, I always help them because that's what I do. I'm all about helping. So I will bend over backwards to try to help someone out when it comes to their online presence, whether it be a website, social media, whatever, that's what we're all about. We are a small boutique marketing agency, so we do only take on X amount of clients. So there's quite a few times where, unfortunately, we have to decline. And that's okay. Do I want to hire someone else? Yeah. Right now, we've got a great staff, and there's no way I'm looking to hire anybody. And I definitely don't outsource. So I would rather turn away that potential client than to do a bad job for them. So, but believe it or not, like when it comes to websites, right now we're currently on it's a 2 week out plan here right now. And believe it or not, people are willing to wait, so if you produce a great service, people will be willing to wait for you to do their job right and without outsourcing them, because just outsourcing is just no good for everybody. It's no good for you because you're usually outsourcing somewhere overseas. Nothing against our friends overseas, but it really does make your job harder, and it definitely makes your client's job harder when you have that time difference and stuff like that, and you're that so-called go-between. And I've seen a lot where these go-betweens don't know what they're talking about, and it's just terrible. So, all right. So let's go ahead and look at closing this out for the day. Like I said, this was just a real quick test to see how this platform works, which once again, this platform is that EVMUX, EVMUX. Now, I'm using my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is my camera, and I'm using my Shure microphone. So that's pretty cool. So I've got good audio, great video. So we'll see how this thing produces it and throws it out there. But right now, looking at the stream, it really does. It doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. Definitely a lot better than the first couple of tests that I did. So I'm kind of hoping that this starts to look pretty good. Yeah, not bad. All right. Well, on that note, and this is kind of fun. This is kind of fun. So, let's say something doesn't go so good. Let's say the stupid thing freezes on me or whatever. So that's bad, right? So here it is. Isn't that cool? Yeah, okay. I know that's but I'm a child at heart, and these little sound effects are pretty fun, and they've got quite a few sound effects in here. And plus, you can upload your own sound effects and enable that to go through and kind of do some cool stuff. So, like, this has been great, everybody. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm a goober. All right. Well, hey, thank you so much for watching today. And as always, if you would please do this right here. Yep. Subscribe to our channel. Just helping a small business out. We're trying to grow and get some really good content out there. And I'm going to have a lot more coming up real soon. I'm just in a really busy time trying to get this stuff caught up. And that's kind of how it goes. But I plan on throwing out there a ton of live streams coming up, and it's going to be fun. And with this platform, I'm going to be able to pull in some collaborators. Yeah, nice and easy. So that'll be fun to see that. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this on a recording, thank you so very much for watching this on the recording. All right. Have a beautiful weekend, because this is Friday that we're doing this live stream on. And do take care of yourself and behave. All right. Thanks. Bye.